welcome to Lake, a news show about Bellevue. I'm Officer Carla Iafrate with the Bellevue Police Department. This month we'll look back at some of the events that shaped the city in 2013. Whether a new farmers market downtown or food dogs at City Hall, key construction projects, or a new way of processing permits, it was another year of progress in Bellevue. Downtown Bellevue got a new Saturday market in 2013. Robin Hassath brought us the story.
The Bellevue Farmers Market is a community gathering place that supports small family farms. You're getting this wonderful relationship with the customer and the farmer. You're buying from the hands that grew it, and people come back week after week for that.
The reason I like to come to the Bellevue Market is the fresh produce, and the vendors are so helpful and knowledgeable about the produce.
We enjoy coming to the Bellevue Farmers Market because we found that the customers here are really supportive and really excited to see what we have on offer every week, and they're interested in eating seasonally, which is what we're all about. The selection is amazing. The prepared foods too are just really good. There's a great mix of produce. Pretty much anything you can grow here in Northwest Washington, at a given time of year, you'll find down here.
The Saturday market is in a new location this year. It's in the downtown urban core, and we're very excited about it. And it just looks beautiful on that Northeast 6th Street, like this promenade, and it's got the tree-lined street, and you've got this gallery and the Compass Plaza. It looks beautiful.
That'd be 6 even.
It's really important to have the city's support. I mean, we couldn't do it without the city. For instance, the Saturday market, we're working with the right-of-way, the transportation department, we're working with land use. I mean, we couldn't do it without them. So the Bellevue Farmers Market runs on a Thursday and a Saturday, and the Thursday opens in May and closes in October, and the hours are 3 to 7, and it's held at the Bellevue Presbyterian Church. The Saturday market opens in June, and it runs up till Thanksgiving, the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And it's downtown on Northeast 6th Street and Compass Plaza, and its hours are 10 to 3. So our website is www.bellevuefarmersmarket.org.
Two of the biggest roadway projects in recent years were started in 2013. In January, crews began work on major improvements to a mile-long stretch of West Lake Sammamish Parkway. It's an important north-south arterial between I-90 and Southeast 34th Street.
We'll have new features to the roadway that weren't there before we started the roadway project. There'll be a dedicated multi-use path that runs the mile that we constructed. We'll provide facilities for both pedestrians and bicyclists. We'll also have a new water quality feature so that it'll have improved stormwater quality leaving the roadway.
The project was completed in October. Another important project launched last year is the replacement of an aging culvert under Coal Creek Parkway with a new bridge. The work between Southeast 60th Street and Forest Drive Southeast also will include a pedestrian pathway under the bridge that connects with Coal Creek Trail. Construction was closed for the winter and will resume again this spring. Project completion is slated for late September. For the past year, Bellevue has been working to update its comprehensive plan, which looks 20 years ahead. As part of that effort, the city's planning staff have been talking to community members about their vision for Bellevue's future. Here's what some of them had to say last spring during a gathering at City Hall.
I've been a resident of Bellevue since the mid-60s, and we've loved it because it's been a wonderful place for us to raise our family.
Well, I've lived in Bellevue for about 7 years now, and one thing that I've really noticed that's like really good is how it's like a really tight-knit community.
I love that it is so pedestrian, and it's got the best transportation on the east side.
I would say land use and transportation. You know, it's obviously moving people around, whether by vehicle or transit or bus is going to be a challenge to do what needs to happen.
We need to provide for green space for those of us that live where there's so much concrete and so much traffic.
To not let it get totally out of control as a big city, to maintain the livability, the things that make Bellevue important to us, and is a nice community to raise your family in and be a part of.
Just metro routes in general. I know from my house, I walk a little ways to the bus stop. Probably, I don't know if they can add more or just make the bus times a little more frequent. It would help a lot getting places to kids that don't drive around Bellevue.
So whatever you can do to continue and further the prosperity of this huge engine we have here, I think will suit the region well.
Bellevue has a tremendous amount of momentum and strength going for it. I think we're going, as we grow as a community, we're going to find that the future, our vision is going to look a lot like it is today, but even better.
I also hope that we keep expanding internationally and that the sense of community expands exponentially here, that we're a very welcoming city.
It's really amazing what we've witnessed here, and I think that if we can really keep an eye to what's made us successful and what made this region great, we have something special to look forward to in the future.
If you plan for the oldest and the youngest, you'll plan effectively for everybody.
I would like the city to be a place that would be healthy and active for my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren.
We're a jewel of a city, and if we can keep it as a jewel where people want to come and love it, but not have it to get out of control.
We love Bellevue.
The city's Development Services Group unveiled a major improvement for its customers in 2013. It's called paperless permitting. Our story about the launch aired last fall.
Paperless permitting is a new way for customers to access city services. Instead of the traditional way for the permit process that involved lots of paper that had to be brought to City Hall, the new way allows them to apply online, thus reducing trips to City Hall and the amount of paper that city staff have to move around and store in various locations during the review and inspection process. The thing that makes this project so unique is the use of mybuildingpermit.com, which is an application portal that was developed by the eCityGov Alliance, which is 14 jurisdictions that banded together to create a common experience for our common customer. To our knowledge, it's the only one in the United States that uses interjurisdictional collaboration to the benefit of our customers.
In the past, I've had to come to the city of Bellevue and submit 4 sets of drawings, kind of how to go through a process of meeting with the different building departments. Takes kind of quite a while. But currently, I've been able to do all my submitting of the drawings online, having it be paperless, and saves a lot of money and time. So I really enjoy being able to submit online.
Paperless permitting has been a several-year project with an interdepartmental group of staff who work together to develop ways to do our work without relying on paper. This involved learning how to review plans on monitors. It involved learning how to route plans electronically and also to protect the public record and store it electronically. Paperless permitting benefits Bellevue residents who may never need to pull a permit because every time someone does not have to come to City Hall, that keeps a vehicle off the road, it reduces carbon emissions, and not having to submit paper saves our trees.
Another service that has been very beneficial is being able to submit revisions online, and that's a huge saving on time and money.
It's a real benefit to customers. They no longer have to drive to City Hall to give us mounds of paper. They can sit at their home or office 24/7 and submit their application and communicate with the city on their own schedule. Save money, save time, go paperless.
It wasn't all business at City Hall last year. In August, 2 marble statues called Foo Dogs were dedicated during a special ceremony. They were a gift from one of Bellevue's sister cities, and the event was both formal and festive.
our region as a whole has always been close to Asia. In Bellevue, immigrants from Japan, from Philippines, has farmed this land. And now, in recent years, Chinese, Vietnamese, Koreans, and recently the Indians have immigrated to our great country and great city. Displaying this statue celebrates the cultural diversity in Bellevue.
The City of Bellevue and the Bellevue Sister Cities Association recently marked the arrival of 2 new statues at Bellevue City Hall. Known as Fu Dogs or Guardian Lions, the marble statues were a gift from Hualien, Taiwan, one of Bellevue's 4 sister cities. On hand for the dedication ceremony and community celebration were a delegation from Hualien, elected officials from across the region, and members of the public.
These statues bring good fortune, wealth, social position, and protection. We sincerely wish Bellevue prosperity, peace, and happiness.
Fu Dogs traditionally come in pairs and are placed near building entrances for the symbolic protective power they are believed to possess. Part of the dedication event was an awakening ceremony for the Fu Dogs. It included removing a cloth veil, rubbing red cinnabar on the eyes of the statues, and lion dancing. The new statues replace a single bachelor dog which previously stood guard at City Hall. The Fu Dogs, which weigh about 3,600 pounds apiece, were installed on the plaza using a large crane. The work required detailed planning and careful execution.
Watching yourself above you, Glenn. Very slowly. Beautiful. Nice job.
The new Guardian Lions are a reminder of Bellevue's cultural diversity. 1/3 of Bellevue's population were born outside the United States, and the city's largest ethnic group are people of Chinese descent. The Fu Dogs are also a reminder of the special sister city relationship between Bellevue and Hualien.
I want to thank our guests from Hualien, first of all, for being here and for the long sister city relationship that we've had, and for your incredible gift to the city of Bellevue. It is very generous and we very much appreciate it.
Workers broke ground on 2 unique buildings at City Parks in 2013. One is a new youth theater building at Crossroads Park. The other is a new visitor center at Bellevue Botanical Gardens. Here's the update from our October show.
We've got 2 major construction projects going on at parks. The project here at the Bellevue Botanical Garden is the construction of a new visitor center. It's about an 8,500 square foot facility that is basically, the centerpiece of it is going to be a large educational facility that's going to be able to accommodate meetings and classes and special events. Construction's moving along pretty well right now. What we've completed so far is we've completed almost all of the major earthwork. We're regrading for the new parking lot. We're now just completing the basic structure, the steel framework for the new buildings. The other major construction project we have going on right now is the construction of the youth theater at Crossroads Park. We just recently completed the earthwork for that project, and we're now constructing the walls. So we're actually now in the process of being able to actually see the configuration of the building. The youth theater has a unique design. We've actually cut it into the hillside at Crossroads, so it's going to have a green roof where the park actually is going to come out and over on the roof of the theater. The theater itself is about a 12,000 square foot facility, and it's going to be designed so that it was very versatile. You could either have a theater in a more conventional setting, or we could have a theater in the round as well. One of the things that's really unique about both of these facilities is that they've been designed such that they're integrated into the park in a manner that the buildings really don't overwhelm or dominate. So it's not going to appear to be a large building. It's going to appear like it's going to fit seamlessly into the park. We're hoping that both projects will be complete by next summer. In the case of the visitor center, probably midsummer. In the case of the youth theater, probably late summer or early fall.
In December, Bellevue Councilmember Don Davidson stepped down from City Council. Starting in 1983, Davidson was elected a total of 6 times and appointed twice to fill vacancies, served as mayor twice, and held the office a total of 26 years. Fellow council members took turns praising him at his last meeting.
When you are called conservative, but you lend the word conservative a good name when you treat environmental issues. So you really exemplify what we call a good combination, a conservative environmentalist.
It's abundantly clear that you have always served with grace and with humor, and for that I am personally very grateful. And you've been there right along, marching that path and making sure that the city is really well taken care of. So I appreciate that.
I really do want to thank you all. It's been a real joy to serve with you. It's something that you don't know until you spend a lot of time with a lot of different councils. But this has really been an interesting challenge because we have had some philosophical differences, but still managed to get it together at the right times.
Also at the last council meeting in 2013, 3 recently elected council members were sworn in. Their 4-year terms began on January 1st. Conrad Lee was sworn in for his 6th term on the council. Kevin Walls took the oath for his 2nd term, and Lynn Robinson was sworn in for her 1st term. We close our 2013 highlight show the same way we did last year with the Bellevue High School football team. In early December, the Wolverines won their 6th consecutive state 3A championship. You heard me right, 6 in a row, and it wasn't even close. Bellevue beat Eastside Catholic 52-20, capping off another undefeated season with a 14-0 record. Congratulations again to the students, parents, and coaches of the wondrous Wolverines. And now take a look at some upcoming events. From January 6th to 12th, take free fitness classes at South Bellevue Community Center. The Community Center invites you to celebrate its 8th anniversary by attending a large variety of classes including indoor cycling, Zumba, boot camp, yoga, and more. The free classes are offered for ages 13 and up. For more information, call 425-452-4240. Enjoy a park ranger-led hike on January 18th, 10 a.m. to 12 noon at Coal Creek Park. The hike is approximately 5 miles. Walkers are encouraged to dress for the weather, bring water, and wear sturdy shoes. The event is free. For more information, call 425-452-4195. On Monday, January 20th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King at the Martin Luther King Celebration. Hosted by the City of Bellevue, Crossroads Bellevue Shopping Center at the Crossroads Bellevue Main Stage. For more information, call 425-452-7886. And on January 26th, learn about coal mining at Cougar Mountain. The event runs 2 to 4 p.m. at the Lewis Creek Visitor Center. It's hosted by the Eastside Heritage Center and explores Bellevue's coal mining history. The event is free and no pre-registration is required. For more information, call 425-452-4195. That's our Year in Review show. We hope last year was a good one for you and that 2014 is even better. For more information about featured segments, visit us online at bellevuewa.gov. I'm Officer Carla Iafrate. Thanks for watching this edition of Lake to Lake.